Yeah.
What a shame to see me this way. You're so fine, can't look away. It's like I'm holding my tongue, I just hope I don't bite it. Why am I fighting? Is it cause I'm excited? Yeah. Oopsie, excuse me. My name is...
Yo. You tuning into the No Yes Man podcast?
No. Yes.
It's the homie New Future Flash in the building. We got the homie.
You know, your boy Ralph _ hat. You know what I'm saying? Go follow me, check me out.
We got
Oh, the kid is back. The real Maul is in the building.
the real Mars in the building.
Yes,
From
sir.
the bedroom to the building. Hey.
Wait a minute.
I don't know if I want to follow that one. Can somebody go before me?
Yeah,
Am I really the last one?
wow.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? SDOT. That's me.
Hey, we back. You know what I'm saying? How y'all been? How y'all been this week? It's been really rainy this week.
It's been
Yeah, it's been a
challenging
sad week. That's why.
Sad week.
challenging week for sure.
I feel you. So, I just saw your Instagram video, bro. You was jogging and you had a situation. You want to explain on that?
Yeah, so basically, I mean, you kind of assume that you want to assume that you're handling these situations, properly as far as your mental health and the way things are impacting you. And I really didn't think things were impacting me like they are. I mean, I knew it was bothering me. I hate to see it. I hate to hear people talk about it, the video, but I didn't know it was impacting me personally. So I went jogging about 1.5 miles into my run. Everything's going well, and a police officer drives by, and he completely slows down and just eyeballs me for no reason for about a quarter of a mile. He even turned around. So in that instant, everything that's been going on with George Floyd and the many names before him, it all kind of came raining down on me at one time, man. So my breathing changed, became super irregular. I started sweating even more than I typically normally do sweat. And all I could think about was, what do I do if he turns around? Do I attempt to pull out my phone to record the encounter to make sure that if something does happen, it's recorded? Or do I just pray that everything goes well and don't attempt to reach my phone because scared of him, assuming me reaching for my phone was me reaching for something else?
Yeah.
So then I started thinking, do I use Siri to try to call my wife? But then I don't necessarily want to do that either because I don't want to traumatize her.
Yeah.
I don't want to add any additional, trauma on her, especially for no reason.
So what's been going on? Do you think it's a race issue or do you think it's a police issue?
I think it's a
Speaking
police.
of both of y'all.
I think it's a police issue. I also think it has to do something with race as well, though. It's a police issue because they are policemen and they are trained to serve and protect.
That's one of the situations where it kind of bothers me when people go black on black crime, because us as people, we're not in a position of power. So it kind of changes the situation. They're allowed to walk around wherever they want with guns. They're supposed to serve and protect. Like Nipsey had that picture of him standing next to a police car pointing at serve and protect. You know what I'm saying? And at any moment, if the citizen feels that, you're a citizen. So if you feel that way, that is a disservice on their part.
Yeah, they're not doing their jobs.
You know
they're
what
not
I'm
doing
saying?
it well at all. Well, not all of them, but a lot of them are not doing their jobs.
Yeah, and that's where I kind of feel like we're in a weird situation, because once again, we talked about this last week, that the government works for us, but the police are even more so servants. So we paying their wages. So there's no situation where we should feel scared. You know what I'm saying? Because as a person, even I'm lighter than you. You know what I'm saying? And I got into a fight with the police, and I fought 3 of them, and it hindered me for 2 years as to where I couldn't get a job. That's why I stress so much about, building your own businesses and brands, because I applied at a whole bunch of different jobs, warehouse jobs, and I couldn't get a job because they saw assault on a government official. So it tainted my record, even though it wasn't my fault. You know what I'm saying? But I really do see this like a gang situation. You know what I mean? Like, the police is a gang.
Yeah.
No matter how you want to flip it, whether it's legal or not, the police is a gang. And there's a statistic showing that 60% of police officers were bullied. You know what I'm saying? So when they get a badge, they're trying to get it back.
Get it back.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I think it's recognizable that you see some type of loyalty system when you even look at the video. The one cop who was sitting out in front trying to block the crowd. There's times where he looks back and he knows what's going on, and he knows this situation is fucked, and he knows that this man is in danger right now, but he chooses to stand with the shield over anything else.
That's the gang stuff, bro. And that's what I to me, this thing is more than race, bro. This is a human issue. Like, I'm going to tell you right now, if anybody at this table that's happening to, I'm getting arrested because I'm jumping in. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how we rock. Like, that badge means very little when I see your knee on my boy's neck, because there's no situation.
10 minutes.
Not even 10 minutes, but like, I don't know. We all been into altercation where we had to bang out. When have you ever put your knee on somebody's neck in the fight?
Never.
Not to mention, they don't have handcuffs on. So now you in a situation where the person's defenseless. Criminal or no
Clearly
non-criminal.
defensive.
He's
Clearly.
defenseless, and you still there with your knee on his neck. Like, I saw the meme, don't record it, help. That's where I'm at with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to ever watch no situation like that, because I do feel if it's recorded and they see me leave the crowd to hit the cop, I don't feel like they're going to win that case.
I mean, they're going to win it. However, I much rather sit in jail with one of y'all than sit beside your mom at your funeral.
100%.
So if that's what it's going to be, that's what it's going to be. We're not getting off. We're definitely going to get charged with something.
Yeah.
However, I'll take that, though. I'll take being in jail. I'll take being in jail with one of my guys over sitting beside their mom at their funeral. I'm just not taking that option.
Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy because, I mean, what is resisting arrest? Like, you come to me, I don't think I did anything wrong. You're telling me I did something wrong, I'm under arrest. I don't think me having you explain to me why I'm under arrest is resisting arrest. And I think that's the point where the problem starts. Because you say anything back, all of a sudden you're resisting arrest. Get down on the ground.
The problem, I feel like the problem is more militarization of our police officers. Because if you look at every other country, my cousin pointed this out again. He was like, when you go to Europe and you see their police officers, you know the jogging vest, the yellow, they are all suited up with that. And the police cars are striped in that. Because they say if you're supposed to find a cop, you're supposed to find them.
Yeah.
They're not supposed to be hiding.
Yeah.
So our police are different. I get there's certain situations where they got to go undercover and stuff, but the majority of the police shouldn't be driving in undercover cars.
I mean,
and stuff like that.
You gotta look at me on the highway, bro. They be tucked up there on the
right.
off ramps,
Bro, they be in Hondas.
You know what I'm saying?
I seen a
minivan in Greensboro.
Exactly. I seen a minivan one time in Greensboro, bro.
But here's the thing.
Just sitting.
But here's the thing. Now we're talking about a money scheme. This has nothing to do with protecting and serving.
No.
Well, we all know that, bro.
It's way past that,
The beginning and the end of the month, bro. That's when the most tickets is getting hammered in holiday.
I mean, just think about and unfortunately, America is so damaged that whatever we say always goes back to trauma, right?
Yeah.
Just think about how the police started. They weren't there to protect. They were there to go find slaves and bring them back. It was a unit of people who were going out and finding a certain type of person, and bringing them to justice. And 400 years later, this moment that you see a black person, like Shannon Sharp said, the lady who called the cops on the guy in the park. You can see her voice goes into a higher octave immediately. As soon as somebody's on the phone, oh my God.
Yeah.
There's a large black man. He's harassing me. Once you say those things, he said, that's the recipe. He said, once you hear there's a large black man and harassment, the cops are on their way. So anybody, you could be walking past the situation. It could be dead by now.
Yeah.
And you could be walking past the situation. All they're going to see is the large black man who was possibly harassing. They don't care who he was.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Easy.
Did you hear that thing that happened in Central Park? Where the lady...
That's the one.
Bro, like that's...
And she got fired too. That's exactly what she got.
That's not enough. She need to be charged.
She needs to be charged.
That's a false.
But her job, they don't even support like that. Like her job even sit down like they don't not support
But yeah.
racism. Like that's done.
She needs to be charged.
She should
bro.
be charged, bro. That's basically attempted murder, though.
Yeah.
Because who knows what that cop could have done to that man
As soon as he got there. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like the threat that you putting on his life by making that call and sounding like you're in distress like that, like they could pull up with that type of energy off top, like a man attacking a woman. Not only that, a black man attacking a white woman. You putting his life in danger by calling the police on him.
So the big thing that bothers me is how the media pushes this race agenda, bro. Because when I looked at the numbers, white people are dying, Spanish people are dying, mixed people are dying. You know what I'm saying? And it's like when it comes to this policing thing, they're killing us. Like everybody. So it's a human thing, bro. Like I've seen ladies stop their car on the highway to get a turtle off the road. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I've seen people call the cops because somebody was abusing their dog. So how are you watching a person get abused and not doing anything?
It just comes down to people like not really caring, man. Like when a person's life is like you said, is worth less than a pet, is worth less than, you know what I mean, anything that is going on around here. Like that's when it just comes down to people not caring. Like when are people going to care? And not just, I don't want everybody else to care, but when are the people who are getting hurt going to care enough to do something? Like the riots and all that stuff, I understand that's a select group of people who are finally speaking out. But when is the rest of us just going to say, you know what, enough? Like,
and we talked about this a few times, like with the whole riot thing. That doesn't affect them.
mm-mm.
You breaking windows and you robbing Target. All of that stuff is insurance covered.
Yeah.
And it's a
they,
distraction from what's really going on.
Exactly. Not to mention, there was white people in those videos too.
A police officer started. A white police
100%.
officer started.
We're going to talk about that in a minute. But the thing is, when you go break windows and stuff like that, all they're doing is calling their insurance, and they're getting new windows now.
Yeah.
You just help them get new windows.
Yeah, better
so
stuff.
if you're going to protest, you got to hit them where it really affects them. You know what I'm saying? Like me and him was today talking about things that we can do to try to hurt people. Like not hurt people, but like hurt their system. You know what I'm saying?
Money.
That's
It's
where we
money,
went to.
bro.
He was saying, well, matter of fact, you tell him.
On the
Yeah.
7th of
the blackout.
The blackout.
But the thing I said, the problem with the blackout is like, yes, we're not. Their idea of a blackout is not spending money at all. I think that's not the right thing to do. I think we should spend money on minority businesses.
I 100% agree with that.
Support your own people. That's the problem. The problem is we do so much in supporting other people's businesses and other people's dreams that aren't really trying to help other people.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, somebody tell me, because I ain't got no free Louis Vuittons.
I mean,
I ain't got no Gucci. You know what I'm saying? They ain't supporting me.
I'm getting to a point right now where my closet is about to be black owned. I know enough people who make everything that I need
100%
to the point where I'm not gonna need to shop outside of my community anymore.
It needs to be more exactly. That's the problem. That's what we were talking about last week when we talk about support your local people. It's more than that, bro. It's like the money. I talked about this a little bit. The money is in white America for a while, but the money's only in the black community for a few hours.
6 hours.
And then you talk about money in the
6
Chinese community
hours.
for a few weeks. So,
And the Jewish community a few months.
but that's the issue right there. It's like money is power. No matter how we want to phrase it, that's what it is. So we need to keep it within the communities.
I mean, just think about it like this. You go to a lower income inner city community, right?
Yeah.
Beauty supply store.
Yeah.
Who owns the beauty supply store?
It depends. Is it Sally's?
Who?
Don't
It ain't us. It ain't the people who's in the community. Who got
The nail salons.
The nail salons, the best food spot, the Chinese spot. Like, there's nobody in that community who needs it the most that looks like you. The most that you'll probably see is barbershop.
Barbershop, yeah.
You'll see a barbershop. You might see a restaurant, maybe. But you won't see too many. You won't see a block worth of black-owned businesses.
Essential businesses, too.
Yeah.
Or technically a church technically is considered business.
Yeah.
But this is a situation, man. This is a situation where it really has to impact mentality, bro. Because we was at somebody's place yesterday, and we were like, support your black-owned businesses. And they were like, I don't care about nobody's business but mine.
Yeah,
and when you talking about
that person's
bro,
never going to win, though.
But they're winning. That's what I'm saying. There's no reward for doing the right thing, and I think that's where we need to start changing over everybody's mentality.
Yeah.
And once these broke white people realize they a nigga in the wealthiest eyes, they would start fighting with everybody. You know what I'm saying? Because Marvin.
But that's privilege, right? Because even the poorest, brokest white person looks at the black and says, "I'm better than you, though."
Yeah, I was
like,
like, yeah.
That's the
right,
privilege. Though. Like, and that's the fact that we have the hardest time getting over.
To me, that's propaganda, though.
No, but but it's just you're right. One, you're right in a sense, but it's the same thing that we're dealing with in everything, in any case. Just look at all our violence cases. A white dude murders 9 people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
put in the back of a cop car
and taken to Burger King.
But see, here's
black dude is caught for forgery or buying something with a forfeit dollar bill,
playing dice game,
and he is got a knee on the neck, which is not actually police training. Yeah. Like nowhere does it show that you do that in any manual.
I mean, it's whatever. Walking, breathing,
bro,
driving while black,
we are all
just wearing
different.
Black. Like,
yeah, we look that different.
It don't really make a difference. It doesn't matter,
bro. We can walk. Us 4 can walk down to a store, to a parking lot,
and be profiled.
Somebody gonna lock their car doors. Like, there's too much. I can't trust these dudes.
Yeah.
And bro, none of us have done nothing like that. Yeah. We not even those type of people like that, bro. Like,
but here's my problem. When we talk about the whole, when you were saying people, there's cops starting these riots. You do not think that they're putting that in the media to separate everybody. That one case of that one white serial killer killing those people and then getting McDonald's, that was one case.
There's multiple though.
But what I'm saying to you is there is double the amount of white people killed, but they don't put that in the news.
But there's triple the amount of white people here. Period.
Yeah. I agree with you.
So as far as when you look at numbers, I mean, you can't look at that that broad though, just number to number. You can't compare that. Though.
What I'm saying is, everybody should be pissed at the situation. For sure. It's not even like I don't know if you guys ever traveled outside the country. When you go out, it's America versus China. You know what I'm saying? It's America versus the UK. So when we're here, they're killing Americans. The police are. It ain't even and we talk about like these food deserts and all that. That's cool. Like everybody think it's conspiracy stuff. But the police are literally like the military.
But also, I mean, I'm going to go on the other side and advocate, too. Because I'm not going to say, like, every police officer or, you know what I'm saying, any enforcement group is all bad. Like, everybody's not bad. It's certain people making images, which is bringing me to another point, is we are also, in our own cultures, we have people that are creating that negative image as well, bro. Like, it's not like just, he did something that's totally wrong, which is damaging the image of the people that are really trying to serve and protect. So he's damaging that image, just like our own people in our own culture are damaging images by robbing, stealing, killing. Bro, we got our own culture killing each other. First of all, I mean, somebody put up a post that said, COVID's killing people, COVID killing niggas, cops killing niggas, niggas killing niggas. Bro, we already in the loss.
Yeah.
We in a loss situation.
I mean,
you know
I guess just that whole, like I said, like you said earlier, that whole black on black thing, I just don't be wanting to hear that when we talking about cop stuff, because we are in a neighborhood that's impoverished and
full of blacks,
full of us.
Yeah, fact.
That's just gonna happen because that's who you're next to. Police officers are trained not to do stuff like that.
Yeah, that's
like so
real.
that you can't compare. I don't want to hear like you can't compare that.
Did you see that Hassan Minaj episode about the police training? It's called Patriot Act. He talks about the police training.
Yeah, he just dropped in the season.
They're not trained not to do that. They're trained to kill first. That's my point. My point isn't about, you know what I'm saying, the injustice. We already know there's systematic racism. We already know that. But when it comes to the police, bro, they're trained to kill first, ask questions later.
Yeah.
And we put ourselves in a situation where if we're not all carrying, we're at a disadvantage.
I mean, but if you're carrying, you still at a disadvantage because now they got
kind of, sort of. But
you know
that guy.
Think
got
about
off.
it. Think about it. They say, "Oh, I think he had a gun."
100%.
Yeah.
They already say, "I think he had a gun." Imagine if he has a gun.
But when they broke into that dude's house and they shot his girlfriend, he shot 3 cops and he was cool.
Yeah,
Because the situation is, it's like.
but he's in trouble for that.
No, he's not. He got off.
The black dude, his girlfriend Brianna.
Yeah, he got off, and I think that first for
But
one,
look at the cost though. Like
the cost
you know
is
what I
high
mean? The
as
cost,
hell.
yeah. Like
But
to
my thing
to
is,
watch somebody I love get killed because somebody broke into our house mistakenly.
Bro, I feel like if they're doing that, they should have the funding to where they're not they got wrong information. That's for one. They said they didn't know what was going on. They broke into the wrong house. But at the same time, like that's not an excuse.
That's definitely not an excuse.
You know what I'm saying?
It's definitely
like,
not an excuse.
I just feel like the way American culture is, bro, is so aggressive. And it should never be a situation where the people who are supposed to protect and serve are attacking the people. Or scared of the people, for one. That's why I do agree with having black cops in black neighborhoods. Because they say they're doing this out of fear, but fear is not a real excuse.
Familiarity.
I mean, you signed up to not be scared.
I honestly think even if you got like, because I'm not gonna say it's just one cop by himself, bro. I clearly had partners there too, and they just stood there and watched, bro. I think the thing is you need to have a balance. Like you got this minority, this cop, white cop with this, he needs to be with a minority person because so you gotta have I think you need a balance.
I mean,
because bro, you just sending people in a situation and they just like,
yeah, but I mean, there's not. That's really not gonna.
I'm not gonna say you gonna have
solve it though.
We're not saying who knows what's gonna solve it.
Yeah.
We've been fighting an uphill battle.
I mean, I don't think, and that's the thing. I don't really see.
To be honest,
I don't really see like, and the bad part about it is, and I think that's what kind of like messed me up about it because it really was sitting on me all week, bro. Like I woke up, I watched the video again because you had told me about the part where they really just broke him down so much that he screams for his mom, and he's not even from this place. His mom is dead.
Yeah, like 2 years before that.
And that's the thing.
You know he knew.
They broke down they broke him down so small to the fact that he's crying out for somebody who's not even there.
Yeah,
like you know what I mean. And so that's why. And the scary part I think for America and the community is that we don't see a solution. Like even the riots, even the protests, like we still have not seen a solution, and it kind of makes you like hopeless.
But see, no, because that's what me and him were talking about today. Everybody talks about these complaints, but nobody has a solution. So me and him was really like coming up with like protest ideas that would actually make a difference. And so one of the questions I asked was, do cops check in the morning? Like, you know what I'm saying? Where do they store their cop cars? Because we just got a comment saying we don't even need cops anymore because we feel safer without them. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, what if we all?
I don't know if I'm going that far.
Oh yeah, I ain't going that far.
No, but
because imagine a life without cops.
I'm not going that far.
I can't imagine a life without cops.
How?
What do you mean how?
I mean,
you gotta have some type of.
But they're a deterrent for a lot of things.
Like what?
What do you mean? Like what? I mean, you don't
from
think
me walking down the street and busting you upside your head.
Yeah,
and
like
taking
it's
everything
a
you
lot.
got.
It's a lot of people who don't make that decision because they don't want to go to jail. Like,
but I would say it's just the problem that I think that comes from is like also response times in certain areas.
True.
Because like they are very slow. Like,
but you still need it. Like it's cool to say a life without cops until your house get broken into. Until your mama get robbed. Then you gonna be calling for somebody.
I'm not trying to go back to the Wild Wild West.
And that's exactly what
that's my point. It's gonna get crazy.
I can't lie. That's already happened to me.
Like, it sound good.
They weren't there for the job. Yeah. So, I mean, I just kind of found out from my roommate like we didn't.
It sound good. I don't know if I want to go with that one.
Yeah. But we definitely need some better ones. But yeah.
But my thing is a protest. This was a protest idea I had. Was like find out the cop shifts, and everybody line up behind their cars and not let them leave. Just to show them that, we feel safer without them on the roads, than fucking having them, you know what I'm saying, patrol us. That was one of my ideas. But the thing is, it's like looting and all of that stuff isn't a protest idea that's gonna help.
Yeah, that's what I was against. I was like, bro, robbing, destroying Target, fighting each other to get stuff, I don't see where that's going to be like a positive thing that's going to control anything that's going on or help the situation at hand. Because, like, I mean, you got to think, like, I mean, we're really looking at what protests that got us to even where we are in the same buildings as other races of folks. Those were not violent protests. Yeah, they didn't all work at the first time, but you keep doing stuff and you keep making a point. That's what MLK and all them did. It was just all violence. Yeah, just going crazy. Like he wouldn't be happy with that right now.
But I can't lie. When I saw them throwing rocks through the police cars to kick them out the neighborhood, I got happy. But I'm just that type of. I'm that type of person though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Now when it goes to like breaking, now when it goes to
just ready to go, just ready to throw a Molotov cocktail. That boy been waiting to throw a cocktail his whole life. He waiting for the raid. He gonna make it wrong. He gonna make it wrong. His joint not gonna explode.
But see, no. But that's because I had situations where I fought the police. But when it comes to breaking into Target, I don't believe in that.
Yeah. Do you think your skin color is the reason why you're able to talk about that fight with the police? Even though I know they may not see. I mean, I know we see you as. Okay. But I'm just saying, do you think? I'm just asking. It's just a question.
Listen to this. So when we got into that fight, I got tackled, right? And I got jumped on by 4 cops. So I'm sitting on the curb with handcuffs behind my back. I'm defenseless at that point. At the end of the night, because there was a riot going on outside in downtown Raleigh. At the end of the night, when everybody started clearing out, the cop, and what messed me up was the cop was Spanish. He turned around and said, "What we gonna do with this little bitch?" And then the other cop was white, and he was like, "We can make him kiss the curb." I don't know if y'all know what that means.
Mm-hmm. Like the concrete.
That means fucking put your mouth on the concrete and step on the back of your head. And I told him straight up, if you do that, I'm gonna kill you, dog. Like ain't no talking after that point. Like.
Yeah, cause the teeth going one.
And it's for one. That's what I'm saying. So we talking about some shit that it has nothing to do with protecting serving at that point.
Nah.
Now, given I might have
bullying. That's bullying on the
100%. Yeah. I might have been wrong in my actions because I explained to somebody before, like there was a stabbing in the club. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was panicking. I worked at the club. I was a photographer, so I'm there to take pictures or whatever. But I'm waiting for my. I still get paid at the end of the night. Everybody's running out the club. I'm there waiting for my paycheck. And I see fights left and right. Somebody grabs me, just yokes me. What do you think my first reaction is going to be?
Yeah, elbow.
Bro, they yoked me. I turned around and I decked them. I saw it was a cop. I hit a cop. So that was on me. I put my hands up.
Yeah, but that was really on the cop.
But the thing,
because he shouldn't have grabbed him.
No, but like he yoked them. Like,
but the thing is, I see people moving. No, listen, I see people moving left to my left, and I see people moving to my right. Don't go grab the guy who's standing still at the door.
You were an easier target, fool.
And that's why he got his ass back.
Everybody gotta get up out of here.
That's why he got
dead. Listen. He yoked, but it was like aggressive. You know what I'm saying? Like it was like a point where like I felt attacked. So I turned around and I hit him. When I saw it was a cop, I put my hands up. When I put my hands up, 3 other cops tackled me. After that point, I'm cool, bro. Take me to jail. Do whatever you got to do. But while I'm on the curb, you get to see the mentality behind the people with the badges. And this is why I have a situation because it affects beyond that. 1, people are dying. That's for 1. And for 2, after you go through that case, getting a job situation is a whole
your life is totally different. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So that's why I feel like this situation is so big because, for 1, I'm Puerto Rican. I'm not even black. But when you see a whole bunch of black people dying, a whole bunch of everybody dying, it's a problem that we're dealing with, and we really got to address because at the end of the day,
but see, these
fucking cops work for us, dog.
You can't even say, "Take me to jail, do whatever."
Yeah,
but people are dying there too.
100%.
That's the and I hope like everybody listening understands that like we're talking about this right now because it still needs to be talked about. There's things that have been said 20 years ago that are still relevant today. 30, 50, 60, 100, 200 years ago, things that are still relevant today. That's why we're talking about this, and that's why we're saying there's no more silence. But you can if there's no way to be safe. Like I seen one dude talk about he said something. Black people just need to be quiet. We've been quiet for 400 years. Yeah. Like we've done the quiet thing. We've done the riot thing. We've done the protest thing. What else can we do at this point? Because killing cops isn't going to solve the problem. No. That's just going to give them more reason to do what they've been doing.
Exactly.
Like, what is like, and that's where the community comes together. Like the village that I'm always talking about. What we got to come together and figure out what we can do differently, because it has to be something just that nobody has thought of. Like, and like maybe the whole don't spend any money thing, but you can't get 100% buy-in. Like crab in a barrel.
But see, that's the problem is that everybody don't support each other. And I do feel when you were talking about them calling in and saying something, still the person should not be looked at as guilty until proven innocent.
For sure.
My boy right here is a good dude. You know what I'm saying? Like he don't ever do nothing out of pocket. He's been to school. He's gone farther than probably all of us. Got a master's. You know what I'm saying? And there was a situation where I was being ignorant. I got into a fight in Walmart, and the person that I beat up said that we had guns in the car.
Why are you fighting so damn much?
I was going there.
Relax.
Like, why is this story so aggressive?
Goodness gracious.
Who is
But
it?
they got him.
That's
They
why.
got him. No, listen.
That's why. They keep hearing about the fight you get in. That's why you got tackled. It won't because you was at the door.
Like, he like to fight a lot.
They recognize you from Walmart.
But no, these are two situations. These are the only two situations I got into.
Oh, okay.
The only two are pretty serious situations.
But see, he was with me.
Man, these situations
somebody
crazy.
made a phone call. It was a fair fight. You know what I'm saying? We won, of course. but
Who was we?
It was me, him, and Dwayne. So we won, of course.
Oh, okay.
But
this makes sense now.
No, but see, so now
Sorry, Wayne, but this makes sense.
But mind you, it wasn't Wayne's fault. It was my fault.
Never is.
You know,
never is. Okay, yeah, okay,
But
yeah.
So we fighting. Mind you, he's driving. The people make a phone call saying that we have guns in the car and all of this stuff. Mind you, he has a clean fucking record. They stopped the car.
Bro, they jumped across curbs, medians, and everything. I ain't
There
never seen
was
that
like
many cars
8 cop
carry
cars
my
around
life,
us
dog.
pulling out AKs on us, bro. It was to the point where Dwayne was in the passenger seat dropping his fucking keys out the window. And he was like, bro, what is going on? Mind you, I just got through surgery. So I have like a cast on. So we getting out.
Still fighting in
Walmart.
His character is still a question right now.
No. It's
still fighting
You
in
started
Walmart.
stuff with a cast on. You built different.
It was a good reason though. That's what I'm saying to you. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm loving where these stories are going.
So listen,
Story time with Heck.
Yeah. So we get up, but my point is, they got a phone call saying that we had guns in the car, which we did not.
So
They're
crazy,
destroying my guy's car.
Oh, that joint got raided, bro.
You
I had
know
to
what I'm
try
saying?
slide out the whip, dog, with guns on me,
Bro,
bro.
it was to the point where it's
Dude,
like
that
we
joint
were
was nuts,
petrified,
bro.
dog.
Yeah.
I couldn't even see out the window. That's how many of them headlamps they
Yeah,
had
bro.
on, bro. I couldn't
I'm
see
sharp.
nothing, bro.
Mind you, I get out with the cast, hands up. They're like, get on your knees. I said, I can't bend my knees, nigga. I got a cast on.
Just tackle, bro.
They tackle my ass. So it's to the point where like they don't give a damn.
This man steady getting tackled.
Bro, I'm telling you, I play football, dog.
Hey,
like, why you tackling me?
the wild life out here, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
You
Like,
gotta relax.
No
we've been
lie,
through,
bro. Yeah,
You gotta relax,
no
bro.
chance, bro. We even tried to say it, like me and Wayne from the back.
Steady
Already
getting tackled.
in the cuz back there trying to say it from my dad. Like, bro, he can't.
I can't
get
bend my
down, bro. He
knees.
can't bend his knees.
That's
dog.
crazy.
So tell us about the fight at AutoZone that you had.
The AutoZone. It was at Walmart.
I just figured it was another one. I'm assuming. I just thought we was gonna go straight into
No.
all the places you got into a fight.
If Wayne is listening, I'm sure Wayne remembers in Apex in high school when we got thrown on Ant Hill because we were driving after 9. I'm sure he remembers. Drop it in the comment, Wayne, because I know you remember. Because bro was ready to fight the cops, and I'm like, Wayne, just chill, bro. Just chill, bro. We covered in ants, bro. We are covered in ants. We like officer. It's an anthill right here. Officer, it's an anthill right here. He like, nah, I don't care. Sit there. We covered in ants, bro.
But see, my point is, like,
They don't care.
Bro, but
They don't.
We high school kids.
but
They don't care, bro.
But check this out though. Even in the last one, he was talking about that case, bro. They didn't even ask us for like any of our side of the situation, bro.
No
They
identification.
Y'all had guns.
What we gonna talk about? Right? You the niggas with the guns. What am I asking you?
Look, and the driver, they pulled up the driver shit. They're like, he ain't even had a speeding ticket.
That's
Don't
what I'm
believe
saying.
him.
See, that's what
Don't
I'm
believe
saying.
him. He got AKs.
Sam, the car, bro, they ripped everything out of the car, bro. I mean, even almost my headrest out there.
I ain't gonna lie,
You know what I'm
I would
saying?
have ripped
Like,
that shit out too.
For what,
But listen, okay, I would have done it too. If I was a cop, I would have ripped your shit out too. But listen, there has to be a a repercussion for doing that. If we rip out your shit because we thought that was a gun and we figure out that it wasn't, then we need to there has to be like a payment. Like there's no they're not paying for anything they're doing. That's the problem.
The thing about this though.
Oh, you're free to go.
Yeah,
No, but it's the thing though.
Yeah.
The thing is,
I don't want the freedom.
we
Pay
need-
for my
we need-
detailing.
We need to get the freedom, bro, and they didn't even put it back.
No, they're not putting it back. Wait, what you know?
You know
They got they got real guns now. They gotta go find. They gotta go find the person with the real
Go
guns.
find the real guns, bro. They put
They
us
had
in the back-
donuts to go
They
get.
put us in the back of the cars for like 2 hours. It's like 90 degrees outside.
they gonna sit you in
It's
there.
90 degrees outside, bro.
They gonna
turn
sit
no
you in there.
AC on.
Cause they know how comfortable it is back there. They gonna sit
Bruh,
you back there.
know,
When you sit on
I'm a
that
small
scoop
dude, and
bowl,
the
that
back of the
hard
car's tight
car.
for me.
Bruh.
So I could only imagine what it was for Wayne and Heck back there, dog. And then like they pulled the 2 people up to like, you know what I'm saying, ID what happened. So, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day, they pretty much took my dogs at, you know, downtown, and then they left me there with an open bottle fine because they found an open bottle. That's what they did.
Oh, you thought you was innocent, huh?
You thought you was getting away smooth.
Weapon of mass destruction.
Huh?
Open bottle.
Take
What you
this
doing with
liquor
open bottle?
ticket, fool.
And you want us to put your speakers back.
Okay.
You could have killed everybody on the road here, buddy, with your open bottle.
And you worried about a headrest.
The crazy thing is, it wasn't even mine.
It doesn't matter.
car.
Doesn't matter,
Who
sir.
was it? Probably Wayne.
Probably Wayne.
Doesn't matter,
Sorry,
sir.
Wayne.
Wayne was mad because he
Sorry,
was like,
Wayne.
you got me outside. You got me out some pussy in a fight.
Bro, but the thing was, they didn't even like. So when they are like driving them downtown, they end up hitting me up. Like I'm sitting on the curb at this moment, so they start asking me like, so what happened? Like what was going on? And the dude was like, they're asking me for the side of the story as I'm watching them drive off. Yeah, I'm like, well, it's too
We
late.
already
now.
arrested.
Yeah.
We
It's like,
already
I mean,
arrested.
I mean, you gonna bring them back? Like it's too late now. He's like, well, you know what? You guys probably would have been straight if you hadn't broke bruh's windshield.
When during the fight.
Yeah, during the fight, we had broke the dude's
Oh, yeah.
car windshield
I
because
didn't-
because
It
bro
just
pulled a
keeps-
weapon
y'all
out the
just keep
car
doing
and
things.
tried to
Okay.
hit us with it.
Yeah. So basically, what it was because I was in handcuffs driving back, and I was just joking with the cop because I was straight.
Of course you were joking. Go
You
ahead.
know what I'm saying? The cop was
Yeah,
basically
just joking with the cop. Yeah,
No,
yeah, yeah.
because you know
he punched the guy last week.
Hey,
That wasn't
it's,
last week.
it's
That was
hilarious how you
first-
ripped my guy's headrest off.
No, for
He
one,
punched the cop
no,
last week,
listen.
and then now he's just playing with us, y'all.
I get to the point when I get uncomfortable and I get mad, I just start fucking laughing. You know what I'm saying? So
That's why you almost kissed the curb because you
100%.
funny.
Listen, my mouth is crazy and I know that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
but he was like, y'all gotta be guilty because we saw the other people. And I was like, that don't mean shit. Like just because I got hands don't mean I'm guilty.
Bruh.
I could have not started. They hit me with a fucking stick, like a Rafiki stick.
Yeah, bro, it came out of nowhere, dog. Like out the back seat, just
So,
and it turned your
so we grabbed it and we shattered the windshield. Mind you, we went too far.
Yeah.
I would
Way too
take
far.
I would take my responsibility in the whole situation. But my point is, he did nothing, and his car got destroyed.
He was
He
with,
was with
y'all.
y'all.
That was the something.
Guilty by association.
The police basically told Ralph, get better friends, and we won't have to rip your headrest out anymore. I
And
promise.
Now let me tell you how the rest of my night went. So as they riding off,
No, we're not gonna do that.
well, as we riding off,
no.
as we riding off, I got to go back, and now I got to go back in front of the fam.
Oh yeah, my mom was tired.
So I'm pulling back up. I got to come in front of
Without her
Barb
child that you left
and-
with.
and- yeah. I'm coming back.
And
in
you gotta
there.
say
you're missing something.
And you gotta say that he with the police. Like that's the
Yeah,
That's the
bro.
kicker, yeah.
And we all got like 30 missed calls. Like the phones have just been going. Like so, I'm in here with everybody's phones, and everybody been trying to get us, bro. And now I'm like trying to figure it out. Cause I'm like, okay, now we gotta figure out how we gonna get these dudes. I got work in the morning.
I got working. All right, look. Let me transition a thought. So, my biggest fear, right? I think I live a pretty good life. Like I don't cause trouble. I'm pretty good citizen. I did my census for 2020. I don't know if everybody else did this shit, but I did my census. I'm accounting for one in the number. Okay. I'll let your boy. Okay. So it doesn't matter what I do.
Yeah.
The moment I walk out my house, I could die.
100%.
Absolutely.
At the hands of multiple things, but also at the hands of police, at the hands of a mistaken identity, the hands of, like, there's a multitude of factors. In this life, we really get one decision at a time that can change your whole life.
Yeah. You have to control your narrative.
How do you make
the right
decisions? Not only in the hand facing, situations where you're dealing with police, but you can go get in a fight. You can hit somebody the wrong way. They can die. You know what I mean? Yeah. What is it going to take for us to make those decisions where we stop and we think, okay, is it worth it?
I think my thought is you got to understanding like your impact to others. Like for my instance, like I'm thinking of like I can't say it because I don't have kids.
That's where I was going.
Maul, like you know what I'm saying. The brother's got family. Heck's got a kid. You know what I'm saying. I think when you start to you look at other things like how something I do impacts others and not just me. That's when you start to make different decisions because it's like I know other people looking up to me.
That's a fact.
To do something, to do the right thing.
Yeah.
Like I'm it's big. This is all. Everything is bigger than yourself. Like just me. Like that's a problem. I think when people just like me, like whatever I do won't affect nobody else.
Yeah.
See,
and that's the problem.
It makes a huge difference.
I agree with him because I never felt that. You know what I'm saying? But then I've also went through a situation where I almost lost my son because of those situations. I had them two situations like within a year's time. The second situation was because
so your face is down there on the wall. That's why
listen,
they know who you are when they see you, Hack.
Listen. The second situation was because a dude was hitting a woman in front of me. And so I
hate that too.
I
hate that.
I would never let that happen in front of me. That's why I got into that second fight. But those two situations put me in a situation where I almost lost my child. So going through that court case really like changed my mentality. So when he says that really like hits home to me because it's not just him as well. It's him too. Me and him are together every day. So if I get arrested, this whole shit is up for grabs. You know what I'm saying? So it's like my son is depending on me not to be in jail. He's depending on me not to be in jail. Y'all depending on me not to be in jail.
I might need to learn the audio shit because y'all be getting in too much trouble.
So,
I got the video.
So
when
I'm out the streets, man. I'm out the streets.
Somebody teach me the audio just in case Hector decide to go to the Walmart.
But listen, when it come to people like trying to test you, it's like now I got more to think about.
True.
Is this worth me? You know what I'm saying? Being incarcerated for? It's not. That's really so. When he says that, it really hits home with me. Because I feel like that's when you make your decisions. It's not based on you in the situation. It's based on other people around you.
That's a
I mean,
fact.
I want to know Maul because I know Maul, like, he come from a whole different background than just being in the NC. You know what I'm saying? So
one of my favorite Nipsey quotes is, you got to stop responding to being disrespected.
But that's hard though. Like when you grow up in
is hard.
When you grow up in a neighborhood where that's all you got. Like you come from poverty. Your folks don't have good jobs. Mm-hmm. You don't have a good school system. You don't have nice clothes. You don't have nice things, period. All you got is your respect.
Yep.
And you grow up learning that you don't let another man take that from you. So then when you start doing better, like speaking from my situation personally, when you start doing better, you get out of that neighborhood, start working, building towards a career. But that's so deep inside you that you forget about all that in certain moments when you feel like you're being disrespected.
100%.
Like I can't turn 18 years of
programming.
Programming.
Of responding.
And then just because I got a good job and now things are going better for me, I'm supposed to turn it off. But family will make you do that.
This is why he understands me, bro. Because it was like, it comes to a situation where my mom was a thug. This is why I hate her now, bro. Because she was a thug back in the day. Back in the day when I used to come home beat up, she used to be like, yo, if you got beat up in school, I'm going to fuck you up. So now you can get two ass whoopings. You know what I'm saying? So now it's to the point where it's like, if anybody say anything to me, we got to pop off.
So you was getting two ass whoopings
100%.
A week.
100%. So now, no.
Like allowance.
Nah, it won't going down like that. That's what I'm saying. Like, so now.
Nah, for real. I think fight anybody fighting their mom is probably worse than anything you can see outside.
My mom got hands, B. So it's like now it's a situation where now I'm an adult, and now I'm in situations where it's like I gotta choose my pride over the consequences and repercussions of a system that I know is not right. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
but see, I think most people have that. I ain't got nothing to lose. Like, how do we get people to realize they got something to lose? Like
when they figure it out,
bro.
Because Wayne,
precious,
we speak of Wayne a lot. Wayne was one of them people who this is right here. We used to sit there in a room. We used to sit there in a room with his brother, like, bro, you gotta relax. He don't know, fuck that, dog. If anybody tests me, I'm fucking them up. And I'm like, dog, you gotta chill.
I just told you about a story from high school where Wayne was getting ready to fight the cops.
He don't care, dog. He don't care.
My house one night when I was sleeping, like 1 in the morning, he's like, yo, bring the gun, kid.
Exactly. I was there. Yo, listen, I was there. This is what I'm saying, bro. I used to come home.
Yo, everybody listening probably like, who is this Wayne guy that's talking about?
Now mind you, my brother is he is a super different man. You know what I'm saying? If he's on here, bro, please say something in the comments, bro.
Yeah, he's different now.
Right, he's a total different.
Thanks, Key.
The man is a multi-businessman now.
Thanks, Key.
But I used to come. Listen,
Key saving lives.
Yeah, fast.
I used to come home because we used to live together. So I used to come home from work off a 10-hour day, tired, and he used to just fucking deck me. He'd be like, I gotta stay sharp. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, dog? Like we not in the hood no more. Why you fighting me, bro? He goes, I gotta make sure I'm still on my game. I'm like, this is crazy, dog. But
Go to a boxing class.
Exactly.
Not me.
I feel like that's the mentality of most people, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because
he's from Harlem.
Yeah, come from the trenches, man.
Exactly.
Hey, can you hear me in your headphones from over here?
A little bit, yeah.
But Wayne, when he lived with us, he's the type of guy, he's got your back 110%.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, all day long.
I put many people out of my house before. But the quickest I've ever had anybody put out of my house was the night them 2 Army guys got drunk there. And I say, y'all got to go. Before I could finish, Wayne had both of them guys. They were on the front porch.
Yeah. Okay. So there was a situation where we was having a New Year's party at the crib, and this one nigga was too drunk and he was throwing up in our shower.
Oh no,
man.
So Marvin,
Stay home, buddy.
He upstairs.
Stay home.
He upstairs and he coming down like, what the hell's going? Yo, you gotta go. As soon as Wayne heard that, he was like, yo, and he threw this motherfucker out the house like fucking Jazzy Jeff. I was like, this is crazy.
And for those who don't know Marvin, who just spoke, Marvin body slammed me and Dwayne one time at the same time. So y'all do the math.
Say it one more time for the people in the back.
I can't lie. Our team is like
at the same time, bro. At the same time, we both tried to wrestle him, and both of us ended on the ground.
But look, I don't think people understand Marvin's presence, dog. Like we be in there just working on music. Yeah. Or sometimes I remember like don't be too loud. Marvin wanted, y'all gonna turn that shit down? oh, hey yo, hit that button real quick, yo, turn that thing. You know
I can't lie. The team is definitely like linebackers out here for sure.
Facts.
NFL linebackers.
Like, well,
but the thing is,
Be Cool. You remember Be Cool with John Travolta and all the big dudes with the tie. Remember that scene? Oh my gosh, bro! I gotta show. Yeah, we're going to pull that scene up.
Yeah. I just feel like a lot of people ain't. Like, when me and Ralph talk to a lot of people, like, we're different. Because we stand up for each other. Like, we grown up together. You know what I'm saying? So, it's like, it's a lot different of a chemistry that we got. But
that's the village, man.
And you keep on preaching that. And I
I'm
think,
going to keep on saying that. That's my word for
the rest of the season.
Intentional and creating the village. Those are my 2 things right now for 2020. Live intentionally and create your village. However it be. Some people don't like a lot of people. Get you a 2-person village then. Like,
but you saying that.
But make sure you got community.
How do you get other people to have that mentality though?
Like-minded people come together. The same way we all came to this podcast. This is our village. Like, but the things that we do with those like-minded people are what's important. The content that we push out, the things that we talk about, those are the things that are going to change the lives and change the perspectives. Like,
I've heard some different things from different people. Like that I didn't know even watch the stuff, and they're like, "Yo, what you doing?" Like, or they'll talk to my parents and be like, "Them young men are doing something like real strong. Like they can touch other people." You gotta think like sometimes what parents say or other people like, they might not resonate with younger folks because people are hard headed. So they want to listen. So you know what I'm saying? Hearing it from somebody that's close to them or like similar, they'll buy into it more.
I don't know about you because you the only one that got a kid, bro. But do you remember when your parents?
You got a kid.
Oh, you should see my face. I know the camera on my face. Like, huh?
But
Little one.
yeah, but still, do you remember when your parents used to tell you some stuff and you used to be hard headed, and now you preaching it and they hard headed?
Absolutely.
Like, it's a cycle, bro.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
cycle.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he said something, right? He was telling me a story. He said, I had to hit low with the if you don't sit your I said she had to if you don't sit your ass down stage.
Already. Like the worst thing, we did, it's gonna sound crazy, was to like raise her vocabulary. Like she's really smart and she used like we don't allow her to like if it's not a closet, it's a pantry. It's like just little things like that.
Yeah.
And like so we've been pushing that on her like since she was born. So now everything is what it's supposed to be. Like don't like she kills me with that. Like yo, grab your shoes. Like these ain't shoes, these flip flops, bro. I don't care what it is. Pick it up. like you know what I mean? Like bro, I get so sick of that, bro. Like smart, she at that age now where she be killing me with that. I'm like bro, if you do that again, we're gonna have a problem. It's a 3-year-old. I'm looking at 3-year-old like I'm really gonna suplex you in here if you do it again. I mean like everything, bro. It's like yo, take your jacket off. This is a coat. And she be, and then part that piss you off though, she be right. Like it's a thicker one, like it's not a jacket. I'm like, yo, I don't about to ask you that. Like, just do what I told you to do.
I even heard from I got some friends, yo, their kids be checking them, dog. 3 years old,
100%.
So where you going?
Oh my god.
Whoa, what?
And then like I said, we just preach so many things, like put so many things on her, and she ride with it. Like we big on we don't have to be anymore on her saying thank you. Like anybody do anything for her, like when she was little, I would take stuff back from her if she didn't say thank you.
Yeah.
Don't let her do nothing for you. I swear to you. She like, you didn't say thank you. I'm like, bruh, let me take it first before I can even like, I mean, everything. She's correcting you on everything we do now. It's OD.
Kids are the truth.
Yeah, girls grow up. Girls be 30 before they 3.
Bruh, it's depressing, though.
Ready. She's getting her nails done and everything.
Yeah,
she's 30 already.
It's crazy.
The crazy thing is, I saw you just make a text and put your phone on his face. You know what I'm saying? I heard that means you cheating.
Whoop.
But we all dudes up in here.
Now look how crazy. Who's texting me?
The only person that's
who texts? Just read as he bring that up. Who was I texting as I'm putting my phone down?
The missus.
Why you put your phone down though?
For us.
No, I actually prefer. Yeah, let's talk about this. So, bro, and I notice everybody's got their phone up, but why does it matter? Like putting your phone down don't mean it's you hiding something and you don't want nothing to be seen. I actually prefer to put my phone down because of the rim on my case.
Yeah.
When I put that down, that's the only thing that's touching the floor or the table. Whatever it's sitting on. By putting it on the back, it's flat. You get all kind of crumbs and dust and everything else. So I prefer to put my phone on his face for that reason and for nothing else. Like,
if I keep it real, I just feel like everybody always think everybody lying. You know what I'm saying? I be doing nothing, fam.
That's because there's so many people been
Heck,
hurt, bro.
you just told us 12 stories. There ain't no way
that
you
was
not
an
gonna
old
nothing.
me, baby. You know what
now
I'm saying?
she's
Like,
calling. And I'm still gonna put it down.
But see, I feel like everybody always sees some situation and try to like justify it in their mind. You know what I'm saying? Like
Trauma.
Bro. Trauma.
That's my other word for 2020.
Go get some a shirt that says trauma.
Yeah, so look, because I got this on my notes, man. So
you got little.
I talked
get
about
hurt through pain.
We talked about
trust. You know what I'm saying?
I talked about how I felt when I found out about George Floyd. Right?
Yeah.
And it sat on me. My only outlet, especially with quarantine, I went to go run a mile.
Yeah.
I came back 5 miles later. That's how much it was sitting on me. Mm-hmm. Like, but what are like, if people aren't going to go and do things like therapy, people aren't going to go do things like, just talking to people don't even talk to their friends really about things that are like going on. Like, you know what I mean? What are some traumatic outlets that we can have?
I am glad you said that because I just saw a meme that said something about a guy posted, I don't ever talk to my girl about it because she thinks I'm a bitch. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that type
leave her.
Facts.
See, that's my type of mentality, bro. It's like if you can't confide in the person you with, bro, like
who else can you?
Yeah.
Who can?
That's the only person you gonna get.
100%. And it's like there's some stuff that I go through that I don't feel comfortable with sharing with the homies because they the homies. But I should be able to share it with my significant other. But if that's the mentality of these new age women, where it's like we can't talk to you about our problems.
You don't come near me because I'm gonna talk to you about it. I'm open book with it. Cause like for real, like crazy. Like I remember times where like certain movies will want to get watched, and I'd be like, no, I can't watch that right now. Like,
Yeah.
Like when They See Us, when that came out, I couldn't watch it.
Yeah.
Like there's certain things that I just can't watch because I always see myself.
Yeah.
Like even with the police brutality, running in Ahmaud Arbery, running. I go running all the time now. I see myself. Like
Yeah.
and that's what sits on me. So it's like certain things I can't let. I know how I'm going to react. I know how my spirit's going to react to it. That I can't do it.
Yeah.
And everywhere you look, it seems like that's the narrative right now. It's like, okay, black man killed, black man killed, black man killed. Like I can't keep eating that type of content
I just feel like you go through hella shit on your daily.
on your daily.
Whether it's the cops, whether it's your job,
Flat tire.
whether it's
I
life,
just
dog.
do car problems.
You should not have to come home and be on guard. That's just how I feel, bro.
That's real.
If you make it home.
If you make it, but see, that's my point. My point is when you come home and you still got to put on this shell for the person you live with,
Oh no, that's dead.
it's dead, bro.
It's dead. It's hard
dead.
enough. It's hard enough living that I should be able to at least
Come on, be free.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then I also,
And I want that for you too.
I-
Like not just I
100%.
want
Talk to
both
me.
of us to come
Talk
home
to
and
me.
be free.
And
Yeah.
I put a situation where it was like women are queens too, and they see life from a different perspective, so they can see things that we can't. So why would you not give me your input? Why would you not show me what you seeing so I can see it from a different lens? That's only making me stronger. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like if there's no communication within the house, like your empire's gonna fall.
For sure.
I mean, you gotta be, you gotta
Women
be
are
willing to,
incubators.
and you gotta be willing to have that conversation too, though. That's the thing. A lot of people got that significant other or individual that'll take all that in, talk to them. You know what I mean? Give them the information that they need, hold them, whatever I mean, whatever they need in that time of need. But we're not utilizing it because we don't want to open up.
Yeah.
But you also got to be able to take on things. Like, I feel like there's relationships and friendships where people just pour on and pour on and pour on to the person. The other person needs to be like, yo, like, I don't have the capacity for that right now. Like, hearing all your friends' problems, then you got to take on your significant's problems, then maybe your parents' problems or your kids' problems. Like,
Well,
there got to be some point where you can say, yo, I just need to unload all this stuff off first before I take on some more stuff. And we don't acknowledge that part.
me and Ralph talk about a lot about give and take. You know what I'm saying? Like every relationship, a friendship, a relationship, whatever the case may be,
It's
it
balanced.
needs to be balanced. Like if I'm gonna come and trust you with some shit I'm going through, that means you should be able to trust me with some stuff you going through.
Facts.
Same thing with the female. You know what I'm saying? Like we all going through our trauma. But if we can't build together and we can't like talk to each other and grow together, like ain't no point in this relationship, period. And that has nothing to do with a relationship. It's a friendship. It's
Yeah,
a
that's not
it's
that's not
period.
that's not romantic. That's
Yeah,
Yeah, just like a real friendship,
Yeah.
bro. A real friendship is created off of reciprocated energy.
Yeah.
So if I'm giving you what you give me back. Like that's, whatever you give me is the same energy I'm gonna give you back. So if you give me good positive vibes and you are looking at, like my man said, I can bring stuff to you. I can confide in you, and you can do the same. And I can trust it. Then I'm gonna have the same feeling that way. But if I only hear from you when you need something or something like that, bro, you kick rocks, nigga. I might answer, might not.
So how do you
know what I'm saying?
how should someone reciprocate the energy when Jamal's hiding shit by putting his phone on his face? And how does somebody come back with
Hey,
how do
first
they
of all,
reciprocate?
I'm sitting with 3 men who don't pay none of my bills and texting my wife. Clearly, I ain't trying to hide nothing.
I'm just saying he's really teaching me that, bro. Because I'm a person where it's like if I fuck with you, bro, I'll fuck with you.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
I ain't got time to be
so-
50% your friend.
But he's starting to teach me like certain people got different roles. So you need to gauge how they respond to certain things so you can respond back. Because everybody ain't your bestie. Everybody ain't your homie.
Facts.
Everybody ain't your best friend. So it's like yeah, I could talk to whatever and it feel comfortable. Because I know y'all got the same type of respect.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like other people, it's like they don't have that. So it's like I got to kind of watch my, because I'm a, you already know I'm a cannon, bro. So I say whatever the hell's on my mind, bro. So it's like now I gotta watch myself because I can't be as vulnerable around this person because they judging, you know what I'm saying, rather than helping. And I'm learning that from him because he's like you need to start reciprocating people's energy. Like if they not giving you all of that, you don't need to be giving them all of that. And that's something I'm learning, and it's pretty interesting.
See, I'm one that if you're not giving me all of that, I just won't give you nothing. I'm good on you altogether.
And that's how I was, dog. Like that's exactly
the way
how
I am. Yeah, I can't do the halfway. Like I don't know how to be a half-ass friend. So I'm gonna be who I am, which is 100% all the way in,
so
giving you everything I got. And if you ain't got that for me, like I'm just good on you. Period. Which is why my circle is so small.
100%. But do you feel like certain people go through certain things where they can't handle some trauma?
Absolutely, and I'm gonna stay there by you while you deal with that trauma. However, if I'm being blocked out and you're forcing me away while you're dealing with that trauma, then that's what I expect to see from everybody else.
But see, I feel like that's a situation because I see good in people, bro. But I'm also like you in a way where it's like if you don't show me that same capacity, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? But everybody don't deserve that.
I'm like you though. I believe there's something in me. I believe in people still.
Yeah, saying you probably more closer to me.
I believe in people, and he's had to stop me a lot of times because I still pour, even when people are like, I'm dead on it.
Like, because I'm at the place where I don't understand why you think that if somebody would screw you over once in a major way, a way that you feel like they shouldn't have, why do you think they won't do it again?
Because I believe in situations too, though. I believe like certain people are put through certain circumstances and they don't really respond the right way. You know what I'm saying? And that doesn't mean that they're a bad person.
Absolutely.
And that's where I kind of fall short because I was that person where it's like if you fuck me over one time, you dead to me. Yeah. But I starting to realize like
more like that's how it goes.
I'm starting to realize that don't really mean that. It just means that they was weak at that moment. You know what I'm saying? And that's me growing as a person. Where
and
then if you have another,
can't give somebody another.
And if you have another weak moment, and if you have another weak moment, am I supposed to expect you? No, you're not gonna
fuck me over. Yeah.
To explain this to act the same way. So I'm just good. Let's just go ahead and end it now, so that way it doesn't get any worse than.
I don't know. I think it's like learning from just taking notes from my pops, bro. Like it's like being observant and also like patient, like not
let
just being,
people show you.
Yeah, not so just quick to just like judge or jump out at somebody.
I mean, but when somebody show you, like you said, being observant, when somebody show you who they are, believe them.
Yeah, once you see it.
Yeah, see, I'm the one that I'm like,
I'm a firm believer in that. When somebody show you who they are, I'm gonna believe you. That if that's what you're about, this is the actions that I'm gonna believe that that's you.
But some people don't know no better.
And that's cool. I'm not the one to stick around and change that to teach you that.
I feel you.
I'm not. That's not my job.
I feel you.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, and don't get me wrong when I say that, it's not like it can be something small. Like, you got to really violate this friendship. It's not like we butt heads or, I mean, it got to be something major. Like, you violate our friendship in a certain way that I just feel like you didn't, like, you weren't being a good brother, a good friend, a good comrade. Once you cross that line, you got to stay there.
I feel you.
Yeah, I think something that's kind of I don't want to say plagued me with friendships, but I think it's shaped who I moved to North Carolina when I was 13 years old. I've known Hector for 15 years. The people that I've met here are going to be my friends for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Like, I have people that are you can't get rid of me at this point. Like, I don't care what you do. You're stuck with me. Like, there's no getting rid of me. But
I've tried.
I'm the type of person where I might not check in all the time, but when you see me, it's gonna be like I saw you yesterday.
100%.
And that's not. And I had to learn that that's not how everybody can't respond to that. You know what I mean? Like, everybody won't receive that the same way. You know. But I know that the people who are supposed to be in my life understand how I operate, and that's just. It's never been a malice thing. It's never been a I don't care thing. It's just I spent a lot of time in myself. Like,
he's just not a good friend. But
I was trying not to say it that way.
You accept him not being a good. Like, it's weird.
I'm a good shitty friend.
There you go.
There we go. Yeah, we go.
The
But
best.
some people-
The best
Like
shitty
the
friend.
best
Okay,
one,
I can
though.
take that.
That's
Yeah.
what's weird. What's weird is everybody say you only get a few friends in your lifetime, but I got a lot.
I got a lot of friends in my life.
You know what
for
I'm saying?
for
It's
life,
like we
bro.
got some good ass friends, bro. And some
that's
people
just
just
y'all.
don't have that.
I don't have that many.
Some people just don't have that privilege.
But you're part of the network.
They
Yeah. So
Okay.
it's all good. Yeah.
Some people just don't have that privilege. Like I talked to some people who
If y'all need a friend, come holler at me, man. Slide in my DMs, bro. I'll be your friend. I'll give you about 2 chances.
they go through some bullshit on a
Jamal only giving you 1 chance. I'm giving you 2. 1.5.
I give you 2.
Slide in my DMs. You need a friend for real? Dial 919-888-5555.
I ain't got it.
That's how they do in the movies. 555-8862.
I ain't got it for you.
Or slide in the DMs at the No Yes Man podcast DMs.
He's not even good enough to the friends he has. There's no way he
Slide
can keep
into
up
the No
with
Yes
more.
Man, the No Yes Man DMs only, not my personal page. The No Yes Man page. Gotta like the page to be my friend.
So on a closing note, do you got any advice to people
Besides pray, I mean,
besides pray?
okay. I'm gonna be honest. I don't have any applicable advice. Like I don't have anything that anybody can apply. I can just tell you, like, try to stay out the way. I mean, sometimes there's situations where you know you can remove yourself.
Yeah.
And you should. But that's only going to come from being mindful. And that's like another thing that I'm practicing right now is just being more mindful, like of the situation, more mindful of what I'm saying, more mindful of what I'm thinking. And I think that's going to be the safest way out of this for the average person. Mm-hmm. Now, some people just find trouble. Like, but there's and there's only so much that you're gonna be able to do. Like, just try to be mindful of, okay, is this a situation, like you said, you gotta think about your son, you gotta think about your family getting home.
Yeah.
Is this a situation? I don't care if it's somebody cut you in line. Is this a situation that can go sour and ruin my life? Like I said, those life changing decisions. So just try to be more mindful, I guess, is the only thing I can try. Like that's the best offer I can give somebody right now, because I honestly don't know. Like if I had the answers, but I'm in just as much danger as everybody else. Like,
100%. What about you, Mo? You got any advice?
I mean, like I said, I really don't. Like I don't know what it is that we do from here. Like I said, that's why I was trying to figure out what do I do, what decisions I make to make sure I make it back home to mine. So
if you
we'll tag your video on. We'll put
all I got for you is pray.
Yeah, we'll play your video down on the page too, so they can see
What
it.
about you, Rob? You got any advice for the people?
I mean, everybody knows what my mantra is, man. My whole thing is, bro, we all have decisions to make. We make them every day when we get up and leave the house.
Facts.
So my whole thing is control your narrative. We are our own authors. We're writing our own stories. So you got to make the best decision and know that you mean something to somebody else. Just don't think of yourself. And I think that would help people go a long way.
Yeah.
Say that last part again, man. You mean something to somebody, whether
mean
you
something
know
to
it or
somebody.
not. Whether you know that or not, you mean something to somebody.
I've rarely ever seen anybody have a funeral and nobody show up. I have never been seen one or known of one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm just
Somebody
saying,
cares.
you mean something to somebody. You may not feel like it, but you mean something to somebody. And there was like a post I saw that said like you might be in like the darkest times, but you got to remember like precious diamonds, they're made under pressure.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So everything is, even if you're in a dark place, bro, that's a transition.
The best things
phase.
come out.
That's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
a transition.
So positive. He
phase.
gets
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you gonna get out of there. You just can't give up. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. For real though.
I mean, that's what I got though. That's all I got though.
The hardest thing is basically trying to live outside that moment. You know what I'm saying? Just realizing that moment isn't finite. You know what I mean? Because I know all of us been in situations where we look back and we're like, damn, that wasn't worth it.
Yeah.
So at that moment, we got to realize that we do have family and friends that care about us, and we can't just go 0 to 100 so quick. That's been my thing. It's like, because I'm a hothead, and I know that.
Trust me, I do too.
But now that I got people that depend on me and a kid that depends on me, I can't just spaz out.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's where we got to take it with the culture. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all got to live like we got people that depend on us. I think one thing that people can do is talk about it.
Like, don't make the jokes. Oh, the cops pull up on me. No, like if the cops really pull up on you,
but we need
have
to
a plan.
I think that need to be a topic for next week because you talking about like therapeutic shit. And when it comes to the culture, bro, therapy is frowned upon. It's like men shouldn't share their feelings. People shouldn't share what they feel. And I feel like that is part of the trauma.
Men shouldn't share their feelings, but everybody love rap music. What y'all think that is? Like,
you gotta really like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
that's feelings.
Sometimes.
I don't care if it's a trap song. That's feelings. That's how somebody feel about the trap.
Yeah,
that's feelings. That ain't nothing but feelings.
Yeah.
That's poetry. Yeah.
And see that's
Shit, that
a
must be
problem.
weak then.
First off, this podcast, I'm gonna change that narrative because I've been through some shit that people couldn't fucking.
That's $1.
They can have whatever dollar amount they want.
I'm talking about you, Curtis.
You know that's what I'm saying. They could not have lived through some of the stuff I've been through. You know what I'm saying? And it's when I come to that, it has nothing to do with weakness. It's just I'm an artist, so I'm in tune with how I feel. So
that makes the best artist.
Just because I can express how I'm feeling at the time, don't make me weak. It just makes me confident in who I am, because I know how I feel, so I could tell you how I feel in words. Because you get cloudy and you close up and all that makes you weak.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So that's the difference when it comes to people and in emotions. Because I feel like the trauma thing, we need to keep on that. Because I do feel like it's trauma while we can't communicate effectively.
Well, you know what? We're going to keep on that for next time.
Next time, bro, we need to bring that back up.
And next time on Dragon Ball Z.
But yeah, I
Damn,
appreciate
we might get in trouble for that, huh? Not Dragon Ball Z, TMG.
I appreciate you guys for tuning in with us. Like I said, it's New Future Flash in the building. We got...
It's your boy at Ralph __hat. Don't miss it. Go follow. We got dope content coming.
Hey.
You already know.
Just the real Maul. You know what's happening.
Hey, follow your boy at Master and the Man. New vlogs up. Go check out the YouTube. Shameless plug.
What a shame to see me this way. You're so fine, can't look